You ever scroll through your social media feed looking for some quality memes, but instead you find yourself finding some really weird memes? Memes that are either indecipherable or just outright don't make sense? Well, you're not alone in pondering the meaning of these memes. However, I'm here to change that. The objective of this speech will be first a brief history on the most iconic memes, and then to clarify recent developments in meme culture, ultimately allowing the audience to better understand recent memes. The thesis will be to first learn the origin and proliferation of the most iconic memes, then recent developments in meme culture, and finally, one or two interesting observations of mine that I found worth sharing. So first, to understand the future, we must go to the past. The very first meme, of course, was the sideways smiley face, originating in 1982. As stated in a research paper by Linda K. Borze, the emoticon was used to simplify online communication and avoid ambiguity. Next, from the same research paper, we get another meme, Bert is evil, one of the very first image manipulation memes. The meme speaks for itself. From the same paper again, the iconic "All your base are belong to us." With the really old memes out of the way, now it is time for the iconic impact font. The first thing anyone thinks when thinking of memes, according to, as stated by Phil Edwards in a Vox article, impact font originated as an advertising typeface in the 1960s due to its legibility over pictures. When the internet began, impact font made its way on there due to its pre-existing distribution. The very first example would be the icon has cheeseburger image macro. While lacking the black background or black outline, the text is still legible, making it an ideal choice. Another very well-known one would be the Rage comics and Rage faces. As stated by Paul Boutin in an NYT article, the Rage faces and Rage comics took hold due to their simplicity. Any user could hop online and create comics illustrating their everyday struggles in a humorous manner. However, meme culture would take a very interesting turn as the 2010s progressed, generating memes themselves, of course. One of the first examples would be deep fried memes. These are memes that are intended to spoof the pictures losing visual fidelity upon being shared multiple times, with the distortion itself being the humor. They also frequently feature emojis, such as the A or B button emojis. Another one would be surreal memes. According to Louise Matsakis, writing for Vice.com, the whole point of surreal memes is not to have a point at all. The way I see it, they potentially seem to be a parody of current meme culture due to the sheer simplicity, and that they could simply be ironic underneath it all. Those two generally comprise most of the recent meme culture. However, I had one more aspect I wanted to state, that of ironic political memes. Now, we all know unironic political memes. You see these all the time on Facebook. They're always bland, banal, basically just stating a point, no real humor. They also tend to rely on the imagery of anti-establishment characters such as the Joker and the Guy Fawkes mask. Then the internet decided they didn't really find it funny anymore, and they gave it the meme treatment. One of the most iconic examples would perhaps be the "We live in a society," spoofing memes such as this example here. Someone took just the top text, providing a new spin on the woke message of these memes. This particular iconography took off through the Gangweed Facebook page, seeking to satirize these woke Facebook pages that would seeking to satirize these types of unironic woke pages. A few examples can be seen here. At first glance, they seem genuine. However, the watermark, itself ironic as well, gives them away. And with that, that concludes my speech. In conclusion, I have provided a brief history of memes and their recent development. Hopefully you all will be able to better understand these memes the next time you encounter them on your internet activities, which we can assume would be very soon. Thank you for your time.